Interesting thing you find between Genesis 1:27, which I love very much, and Genesis 2:7, is that from proceeding from Genesis 2:7, coming out of that, after that, you remember the narrative. God made man from the dust of the ground, breathed into him, man, he became a living nefesh, and then God put him in the garden to dress it and keep it. And God brought the animals and said, name them. And then his man starts naming them, and he names. And God looks at the man and says, this guy is looking very depressed. He needs a wife. You remember that story? Okay. Then what happens? God puts the man to sleep, and he took of the rib of the woman, of the man, and formed a woman. Adam looks at her and says, wow, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Didn't say spirit of my spirit, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Now, if you go only by that, then you would say that the woman came out of the man. That means that the woman is subservient to the man, because it is the man who gave the woman flesh and bones. But if you go to Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, the narrative is very different. So God created man in his own image. Male and female created he them. In other words, from the original, the Spirit of God that he used to create man was given to both male and female at the same time. The implication of it, the woman does not get her spirit from the man. The woman's spirit is not second to the man's spirit. The woman's body came after the man, but the spirit came from God at the same time. Serious implications. Serious implications. It's very serious. I don't want to get into all the implications. It can get some of you to go home very, very disturbed. A lot of men will go home very disturbed. The spirit of the male and the spirit of the female, or the spirit in the male and the female, both came from God. The body of the male and the body of the female came at different times, but the spirit came from God at one time. The woman doesn't owe her spirit to the husband or to the man. And that is why we also have to understand parents do not impart their spirit to their children, because image only comes from God. Body can come from your father, from your mother, just like the body of Eve came from the body of Adam. But spirit never comes from a human being. Listen to this. That is why your father and your mother can be as demon possessed as the devil themselves, but they cannot pass on that spirit to you, because spirit does not come from them. Spirit comes from God. So somebody says you're there, you have to look at your family lineage, and there, you know, oh, yeah, there are demon possessed people in my family. But the day I was conceived and God decided that I would receive his spirit, he put his spirit in me. He created me in his image, not in the image of my father, not in the image of my grandfather, not in the image of my mother, created in the image of God. Now this has serious implications for so many things. Even spiritual headship, there are serious implications for it. I won't go there today. because I need to take time to explain it, because if you don't explain it well, there are men who say, hey, I'm your spiritual head. If I tell you to go, that's where you go. If you don't, I can curse you and it will affect you. I beg your pardon. Who conferred on you that authority? In the partnership of marriage, the husband is the head. That means that in the decision-making process, he's the final one who says, okay, let's do it. And if you know anything about marriage, the wife is the one who says, let's do it. And the man is the one who says, okay, let's do it. Anyone who has a good marriage, this is how it works. So all of you men who say, I will marry and I'm the head. You are the okayer. That's all you do. That's what isn't that what a head does? We are going to do it. Okay, we'll do it. That's the head. That's all you do. God created image. He didn't create body. He formed a body. Another word is used for that. He fashioned a body. But that which came from him, which is his nature, belongs to another part. That's why Elihu in Job says, the Spirit of God has made me. Why? God is a spirit. And he made me by his Spirit. And the breath of God gave me life. He was stating an accurate spiritual and scriptural process by which we became the human beings we are today. So when God in Genesis 1:28 says to the created image, have dominion, he was talking to your spirit. He was talking to the spirit. True dominion in life begins from the spirit before it manifests in the soul and in the body. That is why if you're going to have spiritual dominion as a Christian, it starts from your spirit. By and large, when God speaks to us, he speaks to our spirit. He's not always speaking, he's not speaking to our flesh because the flesh is weak. He speaks to the spirit. And that is why as Christians we have to learn to operate from the realm of our spirit. God is a spirit. Man is a spirit. But we are not the only spirits. Angels are spirits too. But they are spirits without a body. Once in a while, temporarily, they can take on a human form, but they have to go back to their natural state, which is spirit. Angels are spirit. The bad guy is also a spirit. The devil is a spirit. Demons are spirits. So your spirit is navigating in a spirit world populated by God, The angels of God, Satan, and demons. That is why your spirit has to have a basis of navigating well. Otherwise, he'll be talking to other people he's not supposed to be.